out where the whiskey whispers in ghost town bars, a shadow cast long by the light of the stars. Dust devils dance on cursed cracked clay, church bells silent since Judgment Day. A lone train whistle splits the silent desert night, a song for the broken out of hope, out of sight. Oh, gunpowder serenade, play your mournful tune. My heart beats and echoes under this cold desert moon. Lead and prayers, the currency of the damned. I'll walk these dead lands, gun heavy in hand. She was a mirage, a fleeting sweet dream. Her love slipped through like a whiskey stream. Betrayal burned just like a church set aflame. Only ashes of promises whispered her name. From the dust of forgotten graves I rise, haunted by the sorrow in her stormy eyes. Oh, gunpowder serenade, sing through the night. Fuel my vengeance, guide my side. Silver bullets for the ghost in my head, a trail of the living, a prayer for the dead. Me a silhouette stitch with scars of treachery. The gun's cold kiss, a lover's final betrayal. In the echo of the shop, truth and myths unveil. So gunpowder serenade, play your last refrain. In this silent desert, only memories remain. With each step forward, my old self dies. A prayer to the night under unforgiving skies. Oh, gunpowder serenade, let the spirits dance. In the dust of my past, I've made my last stand.
Dusty boots on cracked earth, march of the hollow men. The silhouettes on horizons where the sun bleeds out again. A whiskey bottle rolled from a hand now cold. A story of betrayal in a silence left unsold. Riding through the outlaw heart, shadows cloak the cursed land scar. Echoes of a train's lonesome cry underneath a forsaken sky. A town forgotten with the church aflame. Windows stare like empty eyes lost to name. Here stood she with a heart all misled, in the place where lovers' vows turn dead. Riding through the outlaw, each step a beat and a whispers through the grave, tales of souls no man could save. In the eye of a dust storm, visions swirl and fade. Face the ghost of my love beneath the gallows shade. Gun slung low, a dance of fate and fear. Words unspoken, the reckoning is here. Riding through the outlaw land of lost love and broken parts. This trail ends where vengeance lay. On a path of night I ride away. The echo of a train fades into the night. A lone rider disappears, a shadow in the twilight. In the shadow of the old church bell, where the whispers tell of heaven and hell, a dusty bottle lies by, forgotten well, in this ghost town where silence fell. Through the chapel's charred and blackened frame, echoes of past it can't reclaim. There's no mercy in the silent grave, no whispers, secrets to say. Just the sound of the wind through a sinner's bones, and the haunting call of the train's old moans. Under the desert sky, wide and brave, no mercy in the silent grave. She wore white in the blazing heat, betrothed to a man she'd never meet. A lone rider, shadows at his feet, promised love but brought deceit. Her heart was a prize he couldn't own, left her with nothing but the dust and stone. There's no mercy in the silent grave, no shelter from the storm he gave. Just a dusty memory of a bridal veil, and the bitter sting of the love that failed. Under the pale moon's watchful gaze, no mercy in the silent grave. Out to a starless sky, across the plains where the lost souls lie. The gunslinger's path, a tale of woe, in the cursed lands where no life grows. He rides seeking a redemption's way, but finds just shadows in the silent grave. There's no mercy in the silent grave, every man meets the fate he paves. Just the echo of what he used to be, in the whispering sands of eternity, with nothing left but to be brave. No mercy in the silent grave, no mercy in the silent grave. Out where the whiskey whispers past, the dried river's edge. Ghost town shadows stretch beneath the moon's pale pledge. Silent desert cries under a starlit curses sky. A lone train whistle moans a song, old and high. No mercy in the revenge, this heart's turned to stone. Vengeance right beside me, through the night I roam. The bottle's hollow echo, the only friend I've kept on a path of retribution. Through the tears I've wept. Once loved a girl as wild as a storm above. Betrayed by a kiss, I lost my peace, my love. Whispering winds carry the scent of traitors' blood. Burning church in the distance, lost in the flood. No mercy in the revenge, shadows call my name. Every step on this parched land stokes the flame. The bottle's broken dreams lie scattered in the sand. Cursed by the memory, gun heavy in my hand. Now face to face with the devil in the dusk embrace. His eyes a mirror of my soul's dark forsaken place. Words are worthless here, in the silence we confess the deeds that bind us tight to this desolate wilderness. No mercy in the revenge, destiny's cruel design. Forgotten graves whisper of what once was mine. As dawn breaks merciless over lands no prayer can save. No mercy in my heart, just an outlaw in his grave. Out where the dust storms trace their scars, underneath the moonlit ghost of stars, my boots stir graves where our dreams did dwell. In the silent desert, my private hell. Whiskey whispers from my flask, so cold. Echoes of your laughter, tales we told. I'm riding through the lost love down cursor tracks. Each mile of memory, no turning back. The train whistle moans through the burning night, where love turned dark as church fires light. Oh, I'm riding through the lost love. Once tender, love lit our way, till betrayal set our skies to gray. Dance with shadows, left me the blame. Now every sandstorm whispers your name. In a ghost town, your promise decayed beside the church where our vows were prayed. Still to the edge of night. Yes, I'm riding through the lost love. At the crossroads, you stood in the fading light, your silhouette a specter fleeing in tonight. My heart a revolver with bullets of pain, triggered by the storm and the pouring rain. Now I'm riding through the lost love, past every lie, where the truth burns under a vengeful sky. Lonesome and warm, but my path is clear. Through haunted plains I ride away from here, forever riding through the lost love. Oh, I'm riding through the lost love.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the cold winds never rest, a bottle lay beside him, amber proof of his quest. A lonely train whistle cuts through the cursed night air. In a town too dead for dying, no salvation anywhere. No mercy in the lost love, no tears left to cry. The stars above unblinking, cold in the desert sky. Whispered vows, now ashes, scattered in the breeze. Nothing left but to haunt this ghost town's memories. He rode in with a heart full, left with it torn apart. Her lies were like a razor, slicing through his heart. A church once stood as witness, now in embers it lays. Her silhouette in the doorway as the organ softly played. No mercy in the lost love, burned dreams at his feet. Echoes of old footsteps down the empty street. Promises like tumbleweeds rolling out of sight in the cool, relentless shadows of the unforgiving night. Of the desert, faced the truth he knew inside. The love he thought eternal was the first thing that had died. Revenge, a bitter whiskey, he sipped it slow and neat. His heart as dry as the bones that lay forgotten in the heat. No mercy in the lost love, only dust and bone. Revolver by his side as he walks the sands alone. Once a heart brimmed with passion, now with vengeance it's laced. A gunslinger with no name in the vast silent waste.
In the quiet town of Calamity's Wake, under the shadow of a blood-red moon, stood the gunslinger, his life at stake, in the dust where the sinners met their doom. Whiskey bottle lay emptied by a crooked cross, haunted whispers round the church now lost. Gunslinger right through the smoke and the sorrows, chasing the ghost of your love, stolen and betrayed under the stars where there's no tomorrow, seeking vengeance where a debt of blood's unpaid. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes in a town too parched for righteous men. Her laughter mingled with the train's distant cries, till the night when darkness claimed her kin. Trust turned traitor, lead her to the news, left a gunslinger with nothing left to lose. Gunslinger right through the smoke and the sorrows, echoes of her voice, a guide in the cursed night under the stars, cursed by ghostly arrows, hunting shadows that rob the morning light. At the fork where the dead river split, he met the traitor, faced a ghostly face. Words unspoken, cold steel spit, a thunder crack split the silent, forsaken place. Two shots fired in the desert's heart, one man standing, one torn apart. Gunslinger walk through the smoke, now fading. The path of revenge leaves but ashes and pain. Under stars his weary heart parading, in a land that forgets, but the ghosts remain. So in the town they whisper low of a man and the love he never let go, by forgotten graves where wild winds blow. Rests a gunslinger in the fires that grow.
In the heart of a cursed prairie land lies a town where even shadows fear to tread. Whiskey bottles clinking in forgotten saloons, dust storms whisper secrets of the doomed. A church once holy now flames lick its spires, train whistles moan like a choir of ghostly choirs. Ashes and smoke under a blood-red moon, revenge keeps whispering a sorrowful tune. Lost love's heart buried in this forsaken place, with each dusty breath I still see her face. This land soaked with the tears of deceit, once a haven, now only retreat. Her laughter echoes over silent plains, turned to screams in the night, bound by pain. They said love was a fool's wager, a fleeting hope. Now it's just me, this gun, and a length of rope. Ashes and smoke where our dreams lay waste, the wind carries curse of our bitter embrace. Through the ghost towns and the withered graves, the desert knows my heart, the one she betrayed. At the edge of the world where the dead rivers flow, I found the truth buried under the snow.
ashes and smoke. The end of the line out here where the past refuses to die. In the silence of the desert I make my stand. Revenge or forgiveness, this gun in my hand. In the quiet of the night with the old gods to invoke, I ride through this cursed land of ashes and smoke. Dust rise, touching the crimson sky. A tale unwinds in the shadows where the lost souls lie. Boots stir the cursed sands, past the old decayed pews, dancing with desert wind, cloaked in midnight hues. Dancing, oh dancing with a whisper so thin. Each step a story of betrayal, woven deep within. The wind holds the secrets of hearts worn so thin. Dancing, forever dancing with the desert wind. Beneath the ghost town's moon, a whisper on the train's lonesome wail. Echoes of a love lost, a bride's forgotten veil. A whiskey bottle glimmers, catching the fading light. Memories and regrets keeping the cold night alight. Dancing, still dancing where the old love has been. Spirits in the silence of the lands that sin. The wind knows my sorrow to the gallows pen. Dancing, eternally dancing with the desert wind. Church, I faced my foe at last. The shadows cast by fire, flickering with our past. Gunsmoke and redemption, the end it did begin. Silent were the stars as the wind swept in. Dancing, oh dancing with destiny's grin. Ghost of vengeance stoke the fires within. The wind carries my burden across the cursed kin. Dancing, one last dance with the desert wind. On the edge of a ghost town, under a bone-white moon, the wind whispers secrets in a cursed, chilling tune. A lone whiskey bottle, half buried in the sand, glints like a teardrop from a long-lost band. The church on the hillside smolders still, echoing prayers of a people's broken will. At midnight in the outlaw heart and scars underneath the silent stars at midnight in the outlaw heart. Railroad track stretch, reaching for the past. The train's mournful whistle screams of love that couldn't last. Her laughter haunts the canyon, a melody of pain. The night we vowed forever, then never spoke again. My boots stir the dust where we once had roamed. In the depths of the night, where cold truths are combed. At midnight in the outlaw heart, echoes fill the void, each ghostly tale retold of lives once enjoyed. The desert knows each secret, each buried broken part, lost within the whispering winds. At midnight in the outlaw heart, I face the mirror of my soul in the silver moon's cold glare, haunted by the specter of a love beyond repair. My hand grips the pistol as vengeance takes its art in the theater of the damned, where end and beginning start. At midnight in the outlaw heart, destiny is spun, the past and present blur, where all my roads come undone. Here lies my redemption, or perhaps my final mark. I'm one with the dust and shadows at midnight in the outlaw heart. Ghostly plains, whiskey bottles lay bearing forgotten names. Underneath that old gallows tree, a secret's kept in shade, whispers about a cursed land where the devil's debts are paid. A dust storm soul stirs the sands of sin, where the sun burns scorn as the tales begin. Train whistles cry like a siren's eerie wail, guiding lost souls on this damned and dusty trail. In the devil's silent grave, where the shadows go to weep, lies a tale of a man with promises the devil didn't keep. Burning churches lit the night with flames that kiss the sky, echoes of the fallen ones who never meant to die. He rode from the east with revenge in his eyes, past the forgotten graves where the lone coyote cries. Love lost to a bullet by a traitor's cold hand. In the depths of the silent desert he made his final stand. The town was empty, a ghost of the past, a testament to memories that weren't meant to last. Her locket in his pocket and her vision in his gaze, he drank from a bottle marked with yesterdays. In the devil's silent grave, where the lost spirits roam, stands a man seeking vengeance in the place he once called home. The night air carries sorrow of love and bullets spent, as he searches for the traitor on a crossroads, he faced the fiend. In the dust where truth and lies intervene. Your soul or your enemy, the devil's voice did croon underneath the haunting glow of the bloodshot moon. Sleeps with the wrong set right. Out where the wind moans its final plea, the devil's silent grave keeps its company.
Whispers in the burning barn. In the shadow of a dust-worn town stands a barn ablaze. Smoke like dancing spirits, whispers fuel the haze. A cracked whiskey bottle at the threshold, cursed land's embrace. Moonlight on the gallows where forgotten names find grace. Whispers in the burning barn, tales of love betrayed. Ashes hold the secrets of the hearts that stray. Ghostly echoes call me to settle up the score. In this lonely desert, justice thirsts for more. Years ago, beneath the stars, a love was sworn in silence, but betrayal's knife was sharp, wrought in midnight's violence. A fire sparked by a lover's hand, now revenge is nigh. Train whistles mournful tunes as old ghosts pass by. Whispers in the burning barn, a requiem for the damned. Fires cleanse the sins of a soul where once they grandly stood. Forgotten graves tell no lies, earth keeps what it claims. Desert's breath grows colder as it whispers your name. My heart faced its foe, silhouettes in the firelight, dancing slow and low. The truth was a blade sharp and cold in the hand of my fist. In the ashes of that sacred place, found the depth of my despair. Now whispers in the burning barn guide my weary gun. Love's debt paid with fiery breath under the setting sun. This land of dust and
as I walk, a ghost upon the sand.
In the shadow of the valley, where the dead men lie still, the sun bleeds crimson over Boot Hill. Whiskey bottles and secrets buried deep, ghost town echoes the forsaken weep. A lone whistle splits the silence, a train bound for nowhere, past the hanging tree swinging in the air. Underneath the hanging tree, that's where he'll find his fate. Ghosts of the past whispering of hate, twisted rope and a crooked decree. Lost souls linger where no one's free. In the dusty winds his sins they'll retreat, by the old hanging tree where the condemned never leave. He wore a badge once, sworn to protect, but a heart turned dark from love's neglect. Burning church on a hill, prayers gone with the smoke, promises shouting on his vow he did choke. A lover's betrayal under a blood moon's glare, her whisper in the dark, a cold and desolate affair. Underneath the hanging tree, justice finds its own, a reckoning from seeds of sin that were sown. Merciless sky and a storm's mournful plea, echoes of a cursed and a soul never free. In the howling night, the truth he will perceive. At the base of the hanging tree, only death can relieve. On forsaken ground he stands, gun heavy in hand, faced by the shadows of this cursed land. Their eyes bore through him, each a mirror of his own ghost. In the silence he's the host to the damned's toast. A reckoning's breath upon his neck, revenge a bitter seed. It's here at the hanging tree, his fate is decreed. Underneath the hanging tree a twisted silhouette swings, a tale of a man who gambled with kings. In the silent desert the story is told of a life taken early and a heart grown cold. By the old hanging tree he embraced his final breath, swallowed by a shadow in the dance of death. Shadow of the moon on the edge of the dust lies the haunted prairie, whispering secrets to the rust. Train whistle moans through the silence of the ghosts, by the burned out church where the spirits boast. Oh, beneath the haunted prairie lies tales so worn, a love turned bitter and a heart that's torn. Whiskey bottles and forgotten graves, telling tales of cowboys damned and brave. Once I loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a cursed town with sunsets blooded by lies. Betrayed by a kiss, I watched my world collapse, left me wandering this desert, waiting for perhaps
shadows of our goodbye. Dust storms roll over memories so gray, sins of the past no man can save. By the light of a dying star, I faced my foe. In the hallowed grounds where the cursed winds blow, gunpowder scent, a flash in the night, revenge or redemption, couldn't tell which was right. Now beneath the haunted prairie I lay my love to rest. The desert knows my secrets, keeps them close at its breast. Forgiveness or damnation, let the spirits decide. On the haunted prairie, a lone gunslinger's ride. So if you wander far where the wild coyotes cry, listen close, you'll hear the prairie sigh of broken dreams beneath the starry dome, beneath the haunted prairie where lost souls roam. In the shadow of the mesa, where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too rough for daybreak on a cursed and crooked line. Whiskey bottles lay like gravestones, marking tales of better days, where the undertaker hums a hymn to those who've lost their way. Sing low, sing for the shadows where forgotten ghosts reside. Sing for haunted hearts a-breaking where the lost souls go to hide. In the dust storms and the echoes, hear the trains, they moan and cry. The undertaker's hymn is calling beneath a vengeful sky. Once a lover, once a traitor, steel-eyed Johnny rode to sin, left a burning church behind him and the ashes of his kin. Through the silent deserts wandered, chased by deeds he couldn't mend, till the dust winds whipped the faces of the ghost he called his friends. Sing low, sing for the sorrow that the desert winds have known. Sing for promises like thunder, turn to whispers, turn to bones, where the train whistles a morning and the night refuses light. The undertaker's hymn grows louder, calling souls back from the night. He faced the life that he'd forsake. In the mirror of the starlight, saw the shadow he would take. with his heart cast in the darkness of the lands he'd roamed so wild. He found peace within the hymn of sins reconciled. Sing low, sing for redemption, where the broken past do meet. Sing for love and the betrayal, dust to dust in the retreat. As the stars above are witness to the choices that we make, the undertaker's hymn shall guide us at the dawn that we await.
Beneath the black sun, the black sun, the dust whirls and dances. Whiskey bottles lay strewn in this town of ghostly glances. An old train whistle moans through the silent scorched air, echoing round burned out churches in a land stripped bare. Beneath the black sun where our sins lie heavy on the ground, broken vows and forgotten graves where lost souls are bound. I hear the call of vengeance, a whisper on the wind. Beneath the black sun, where the end and beginnings blend. She was a vision fair as a desert bloom in spring's embrace, but her heart hid shadows of love turned to chilling disgrace. By the chapel we vowed under that cursed searing sky, but she vanished with dawn, left a note, didn't say goodbye. Beneath the black sun where promises fade into the dust, love turns to ash, fueled by a trail of unyielding mistrust. The echo of her laughter, now a ghost in the wind's sad moan. Beneath the black sun, I wander these bad lands alone. At the crossroads I face the devil with her face. In the heart of the desert, our memories I trace. A shot rings out, breaking silence like a cry. Under the black sun, I can't let this lie die. Beneath the black sun, with my heart bleeding deep in the sand, I've laid to rest her deceit in this cursed, forsaken land. Now the black sun sets, and in darkness I find my peace. The shadows embrace me, my soul finally finds its relief. dusty crossroads meet, under the moon's silent decree, lies a town where shadows speak and the wind whispers of treachery. Old whiskey bottles lay by forgotten boots, echoes of laughter turned into mute. Whispers in the ghost town tell a tale of a lover's cross turned under, where the cursed cacti grew. In the heart of sands, by a new undone, lies the silent tale of a gun and run. There's a church with a scorched out spire, where once rang out the gospel choir. The preacher man, they found him tied, burned his faith, left his Bible alive. In the pews a locket's gleam, a picture fades, a lost love's dream. Whispers in the ghost town cry beneath the moon. Past promises like dust storms vanished all too soon. Ghosts of guilt in the chapels hum, whispering of what we've all become. Stood at the edge of the cursed lands, train whistle cuts through the silent sands. In the dust the story laid so bare, revenge or forgive, do I even dare? Eyes meet the grave under starlit sheen, face the ghost of what should have been. Whispers in the ghost town, now I understand. Every tale of sorrow etched by a heavy hand. In the echo of the train's lonesome cry, I'll either live with truth or with lies die. In this haunted desert, I take my final vow to join or flee the whispers in the ghost town. Out where the horizon bleeds to the sand, there's a tale carved by a shaky, guilt-ridden hand. Sun-blistered faces and whiskey-stained souls, in a ghost town where the church bell no longer tolls. Echoes of footsteps that dance with the sins, lost voices howl where the dust storm begins. Hear the whispers in the desert wind, secrets buried where the cursed lands grin. A lover's betrayal, a friend's cold goodbye, only the vultures see where the forgotten lie. These sands of sorrow under blood-red sky, whispers in the desert wind, never die. Yeah. By the light of a fire that flickers like hope, I recall her smile by the old gallows rope. The night they came riding, their shadows cast long, a deal with the devil where it all went wrong. stolen by her Judas kiss. In the silent desert, it's her ghost I met. Listen to the whispers in the desert wind, fragments of the past on the breeze pen, a trail of vengeance, a shot in the night. Only the moon witnessed our forsaken plight, haunted by the laughter and the tears we cried. Whispers in the desert wind can't hide. I stand at the crossroads, gun heavy with dread. Her whisper comes softly, avenge the dead. The whiskey numbs the memories, sharpen like thorns. In the desert's embrace, my sworn oath reborn. Now the whispers in the desert wind call my name, echoing the verdict in this lonesome game. With each step forward, my resolution's made. In the dust and ashes, my debts will be paid. Let the sand cover, let the wind sing, for in the whispers of the desert I'll find my peace or bring. This song captures the haunting, lingering essence of a story set against the stark, unforgiving backdrop of the desert, where past deeds and old ghosts refuse to be silenced.
In the shadows of the old ghost town, under a blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay buried, secrets that the dirt won't hide. Wind moans through the chapel's broken spine, an unholy serenade. Echoes of a train whistle, like ghosts of the love we betrayed. Beneath a lost love lies a heart turned to stone, underneath the silent desert where I wander alone, cursed by the whispers of the love that we burn. In this haunted wasteland, no lesson was learned. Once held you in the moonlight, and now shadows twist where you stood. Beneath the oak and forgotten grave, it's understood. You whispered of salvation with a dagger behind your smile, left me with nothing but the vengeance simmering wild. Beneath a lost love lies a heart turned to stone, underneath the silent desert where I roam alone, cursed by the ashes of the dreams we once knew. In this forsaken land, only despair grew. My fury, your locket in the ashes, the judge and the jury. Smoke rises to the heavens like the prayers of the damned. My heart bleeds not for mercy, but the justice my hands demand. Beneath the lost love, a revenant I've become, a specter in the wasteland, under the scorching sun. With revenge as my compass, this gun by my side, I'll find peace in the shadows where the restless spirits bide. In the shadow of the Sarah spine, where the wind whispers sins of the brine, stood a town with souls hollow and cold, under skies that weep stories untold. Whiskey bottles lay, dreams all but damned. Ghosts walk the streets of this cursed land. Blood on the cursed land under a blackened sky. Forgotten graves hum the coyotes cry. Lost love's a tale told by the restless sand. Oh, the devil dances in this cursed land. There's a tale of a man heart led astray by love that cruel fate stole away. In the churchyard by the sycamore, burned out prayers, love lives no more. Echoes of a train like a morning band, screams slice the silence of the cursed land. Blood on the cursed land under a vengeful moon, each whistle wails out forsaken tune. Revenge a path laid with a trembling hand. Oh, the night house deep in this cursed land. Gunpowder scent, a last stand so grand. In the heart of the desert, a final stand. Blood on the cursed land, where lost souls roam, each step taken closer to an unearthly home. Silence now reigns where once he made his stand, just a whisper lost in the cursed land.